What's up, y'all? I know it had been a minute. Um, like I said in the last one, I had not been feeling good. I'm a lot better, still a little under weather, but I'm a whole lot better right now. Um, Check this out, man. News just broke that Zoe got a torn, like partially torn. Let me be specific. Partially torn meniscus. Okay. This is the same knee that he had the surgery in back in 2018. So they're hopeful that he could play on it, uh, and whatnot, and not aggravate it or make it worse. But worst case scenario, they got to go in and do the surgery. I'm not sure how long it would take for him to come back from the meniscus, but I think he would still be able to play. If it's partially torn for the surgery anyway, I think he would still be able to play, be back in time to play for the playoffs or in the playoffs. If that thing completely, you know, is fucked, I think he's gone for the season. Period. And so that's the question: is can he play through it? Can you get it to a point to where he can play through it, or is it better to just say wrap it up? I mean, it's still in the partial torn phase, so there's things you could do right now that you can't necessarily do if it was completely torn. But yeah, it ain't looking too good, man. And the fact that he's been playing on this shit for like a while already, like, I wonder if it wasn't as bad and him playing on it aggravated it. I mean, he did have time off due to them rescheduling games and canceling games and COVID. And so I don't know, man. But this is some like this is some serious shit. Cause dude was having a phenomenal season. You could pack that shit up all defensive and finishing top 10 and 3 point. You could wrap that shit up. That ain't finna happen. Okay? And I'm not a surgeon, and I'm not gonna pretend like I know all the things about medicine as far as like the recovery time and shit. But I want to say Clay's second injury was a meniscus. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but we'll see. I don't think he'll be out. Like if he had a whole completely torn meniscus, I don't think he'll be out until like this time next year, which would suck. But that's meniscus are serious injuries, man, because they can fuck up your career. They can fuck up your career, and for what he had been doing this year, he was definitely gonna be on one of those defensive teams. He was gonna finish top 10 in 3 point shots made and possibly percentage. Like he was having a very very good year, you know, just being the fourth option, right? You know, he can't afford any more injuries like this, bro. Like he just can't because he's done pretty well in New Orleans. He was able to get his off seasons. He was able to progress. Hell, you can even see it in like his handles and a couple other things. Like he's been doing his thing this year. You can tell the work he's put into his game. The last thing that you want is for him after getting this contract to get injured And it's like, damn, you know, all that hard work down the drain, and he got to build it back up. And we don't know what they're gonna do. You know, at first it was just like, okay, he had I can't remember what it's called, bone bruise. At first it was diagnosed as a bone bruise, and it's like, oh, okay, he'll be back. You know, in worst case, probably 8 weeks. You know, and no surgery needed. He'll be able to do his thing. Okay, cool. Now progress to this. And Billy Donovan even said this is something that has been going on for a while, and it's just been growing and growing and growing. What's a while? Nobody knows. Could it have been when he had that collision uh, in the Philly game, way back in like the first 10 games of the season? You know, could that have been what set this off? And then just the miles on him and on his knees from having to guard players and run around and play defense, could all that have stacked up? Because for a minute, that dude was playing like 38 minutes a game. And I think he's even leading the team in minutes. Like, that's how crazy it's been. And for the fact that he had been the most durable, even though really he wasn't the most durable because he had been hurt, he just played through it. So nobody should question his toughness. But it just sucks. Like, I haven't done any post game analysis. I haven't watched any of the games, you know, partially being congested and stuff. You probably can hear it in me talking right now. I still have a cough. Matter of fact, I'm pausing it in between some of the talking just to, like, you know, be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been down. So, like, this to me was just something that's like, look, I can't not talk about this. This is too pertinent. And I understand a lot of you guys don't have Twitter, so, you know, if you don't hear from me, you might hear from another YouTuber or something, or you might hear it later on. But I feel like, you know, kind of got to get that news out to you guys so that you guys are privy to what's going on. So this shit sucks. And the Bulls have sucked without Zoe and Zach. Yeah, they won last night, but they have been atrocious without Zoe and Zach and Caruso. And I think Caruso helped them a lot last night. But prayers up to Zoe. Hope his leg heals and recovers. Hope it doesn't require surgery. Hope they find a way that he can play through it without it getting worse and without him needing surgery. That's all we can hope for. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. Be safe out there. Peace.